Hi. Hola. Can you see me correctly? Yes, okay. My name is Anne. I'm a compulsive overeater. I eat 3 weight and measure meals a day from the GreySheet. I commit them to my sponsor. I don't eat in between my meals no matter what. And abstinence is the most important thing in my life. My abstinence date is the 7th of June, 1992. Which means that I'm going slowly to 31 years, which is incredible. First of all, I have a lot of things in my mind. It's not confused, it is just full and full of very positive things coming from the gathering in Tel Aviv. And then when I went back to France after the Tel Aviv retreat, I went in Paris to a 12-step workshop leading by someone who is doing GreySheet for more than 20 years. And then I went to the London roundup last week. It was exactly last week, last Sunday, last weekend. And then followed by 3 days with staying with another GreySheeter. So I have a lot to say, and I will do it how it comes. First of all, I want to say that I will qualify on the 23rd of May on the English meeting at 9 o'clock our time about this meeting is called for newcomers, so I will share at this meeting, and I hope that you will join me, because I need always support when I qualify, because in English it is not my favorite. It's not so easy even now. And then I was also maybe I would have qualified at the London meeting as a backup qualifier if someone didn't want or wasn't able to qualify. I would have been the speaker. And so I had a kind of qualification about the gratitude, because the topic was gratitude. And when I wanted to share at this specific meeting qualification, but I didn't qualify because all the qualified were on time and wanted to qualify. I wanted to talk about gratitude, about our program, and especially someone who told me that at the Connecticut retreat they have a dance around the 12 steps. So I really love this idea to dance around the 12 steps, because one of my way of working step 10 is to focus my day to have an action where I will have joy, fun, and bright colors. So I want to just to show you that someone gave me in London these socks. They are bright colors. I don't know if I will wear them because it's too bright. And at the same time, I am focusing on bright colors, and at the same time, I'm afraid of wearing them. So it was interesting. So they are still like that. Let's see. And also those people who are very creative in London. So she made this bookmark, and here is how do you call it, when anyone anywhere realizes they have a problem with food. So I am responsible. So I will keep it in my book, this kind of book where I am writing things whenever. So this is also, maybe I will talk about when I stayed with a GreySheeter, because it was a great way to share about how to cook together, which is very important to me as an outpost. So we decided together what to cook and how to cook it. And and did some clip video about special things that just were fun together, and it was really fun to film each other. We did some things on the GreySheet, and I also had the opportunity to eat vegetables that I usually don't eat when I am at home. So it was important for me to renew my food plan and to be aware of the abundance of all the vegetables and all the fruits and all the fat which are on the food plan, which are delicious, but that I don't eat. So I had this experience. I had also the experience of cooking vegetables or meat in another way that I usually cook. For instance, I cook this one on a pan, and my GreySheet friend, was cooking it in the oven, so in a different way of slice. And it was interesting to see that there are many ways to cook one vegetable and not one only way, or to accommodate it, or to do some combinations. We also wait each other we had our meals at the same time, which was great because we were on the same time for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And we did together the 1-minute meditation before the meal, and saying gratitude for the meal with words. And it was good for me because she was by the ocean, and her apartment is gorgeous, and I felt like I was in very palace restaurant and apartment, which was for me really a gift for as a result of abstinence to be able to enjoy these special moments. We went shopping together, talking about different foods, about what we usually cook or not, what she loves and me. So sharing about all that. And so this was good. And I am also running a kind of what I call a food challenge. And it's about a group of people who make the challenge to eat all the fruits. I think there are maybe 20 or more, I don't know, can't remember. All the fruits which are on the food plan. And I spent so many years not having them because I didn't know them. I can't say names here. Used to have only the same fruit again and again and again for years, because I was not afraid, but I was just restrictive around my food plan. I was thinking that some fruits were not good, when in fact now they are. I didn't think about cooking them in another way. I didn't think about combinations around fruits. So I'm doing this with a group of people, and it really helps me to use all the fruits which are on the food plan, and also to develop an open-minded around my food plan, but also around life in life terms. It's a good way to work the steps. Like, for instance, yesterday someone asked me to go somewhere this afternoon, and like with some food, I would have said, no, I don't want to do that. It's unknown. It's not for me. And then, like I did with some fruits, no, I don't want to taste. This one is not good. And then I said, okay, let me think about it. Maybe we can do something. So it's this kind of being open to the mind, not saying no, and staying in the boundary. So now more easy for me to go to the unknown and to not be afraid of trying something new. So I love this for challenge. Also, I try to be more organized in my kitchen, which is not always the case, but I know that some of you are very organized. So I really love seeing your table, in the Telegram group, to see what you do, how you present the table, the balls, and the meals. So some of you are very, very good, and it is very inspiring because it is more than food. It's also a spiritual practice, and I really loved it. And it was quite new for me to look at this WhatsApp Telegram group, but it's very inspiring. And also, yes, and I just want to maybe to share something about what I learned from the last London meeting, and I wrote it on the, I don't have here the Tel Aviv feedback, it's not here, so I will do it another time. And I will share about the London Roundup, maybe what I learned about also going to restaurants, because after the London Roundup and after other roundup that I have done, we always go somewhere in a restaurant. And it was in this restaurant, we were about 20 people, and the booker has booked for 4 people. So they were quite overwhelmed. And they were run out of 2 wonderful vegetables that most of GreySheet people love. So we were quite disappointed, but I must admit that I really learned how to cope with my requirements and what is a normal restaurant, how to talk gently to the waiter, and how to explain gently what we need. So it went very, very well, and people were very kind, very patient, and it was really a good experience. And I know I feel more secure to weigh and measure in a restaurant now. And I had this experience recently when I was invited in France to go to a restaurant. So now I know how to do it, to organize myself before and after with my backup and not being too demanding to the waiters. And and I will end about 2 projects that I have maybe in July now, because I have been invited in Bulgaria for 2 GreySheeters, to have 1 week like holidays and program and cooking together, this kind of gathering, informal gathering. So I would like to go. I'm thinking about going. Let's see how it works. And also there are 2 American who were in Madrid, and they are now, I think they are also in Spain. They were at the London Roundup, and they are coming to France in end of September. So it will be also a good way to meet other GreySheeters. And of course, I have booked my flight. Thank you, Jamie. I have booked my flight to go to the Madrid retreat in September. So if some of you are coming, I am arriving on the Wednesday. I will be available from the Wednesday before the roundup and maybe after. So if you want to join me before the retreat of after, it would be a pleasure to spend some time with you. And thanks for giving me the opportunity to share what was in my mind just right now, because usually I write my share, so it was different, and I am less, as I said, I am less afraid of the unknown. Thanks for letting me share, and I really would like to listen to all of you today. Thank you.